Hi, welcome back to Transparent UTR. Today we're going to be doing a top 10 list on the top 10 LGBT-friendly U.S. cities. This list has been comprised from many different sources, primarily ones on NerdWallet. And so yeah, let's just get right into it. At number 10 being the lowest ranking, which is Orlando, Florida. Orlando, Florida obviously is home to the Pulse nightclub, which unfortunately had the act of terrorism against it. But even when that happened, it's still one of the most friendly LGBT, especially now where they're getting so much support from all over the country, just to be themselves, basically. Alright, coming in at number 9, we have Los Angeles, California. This is one where they have their own varsity league, which is a huge step forward, where they have the varsity gay league, which is pretty amazing considering we don't have major sports leagues that can provide that. Like if you were to go to the Red Sox or the Cubs or anything like that, you wouldn't be able to get any primarily gay interests or LGBT interests. So that helps a lot. Alright, coming in at number 8, we have Salt Lake City, Utah. Even though it's like a big conservative state with Mormon roots and all that kind of stuff, they do have a huge liberal progressive party that continues to work on being LGBT accepting and all that kind of stuff. So that's number 8, Salt Lake City. Number 7 is Seattle, Washington. Seattle is a metropolitan area where you would expect them to be very accepting and open. It's sort of like a common thing. If you have like a metropolitan area, it's going to be very accepting more than like a countryside. So this is one of them. It's home to about 5% of Seattle is LGBT, so it's really accepting. And in the Human Rights Campaign, it scored one of the highest out of the entire country. So, yeah. Coming in at number 6, we have Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where Seattle, Washington was 5% LGBT. Now it's going down a little bit to 4%. And there are little crimes oriented towards sexual orientation or gender identity. That was after a 2003 census. So, yeah. Going into number 5, we have Baltimore, Maryland, which is another metropolitan area where you expect them to be very progressive and very openly friendly. Their Pride Parade that they have is home to more than 30,000 visitors. So if you're in Baltimore, if you're in and around Baltimore, Maryland, go check out the Pride Parade down there. It's a big event to them. Coming in at number 4, it's Providence, Rhode Island, where they're boasting a 4.4 of the population identifying as LGBT. And they have really good healthcare and all that kind of stuff for LGBT, especially ones part of like ACLU and all that kind of stuff. And they have a big youth pride program. So if you are interested in that and you're living around the Providence area, definitely check that out. Coming in at number 3, it's Austin, Texas, which it's another metro area, but it's more southern, so it's a very shocking one. Coming in at number 3, it boasts a 5.3% LGBT population, and even though it's surrounded by all this giant conservative area, it really boasts for that LGBT pride. So it's really good to see that. Alright, coming in at number 2, we have Portland, Oregon, where they have the Portland Men's Chorus, the Q Center, the Equality Foundation, where they're like raising money to support LGBT community. yeah, it's another metropolitan area, so as you would expect, and it hosts around 5.4% of the LGBT community there as the population. Alright, we're going to do a quick recap where number 10 was Orlando, Florida, number 9, Los Angeles, California, 8, Salt Lake City, Utah, 7, Seattle, Washington, 6, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 5, Baltimore, Maryland, 4, Providence, Rhode Island, 3, Austin, Texas, 2, Portland, Oregon, and number 1, it's not shocking at all, it's San Francisco, California, one of the most stereotypically gay cities in the world. It has the top list of LGBT members, where it's at 6.2%, and you guys know they host one of the biggest pride parades across the country. They have a big human rights campaign there, logging in at like I think 116, which is like pretty good for US city. And they're home to some of the biggest theaters for LGBT members. I know my friend went to see Rent there, and that was a fun sight, and especially in San Francisco, like home of the biggest LGBT community in the entire world. So yeah, and that was our top 10 list of the most LGBT friendly US cities. This has been Alice, and I hope you have a nice day.